If you've ever played baseball, you've heard a coach scream, "Keep your eye on the ball." This is lesson 101 to making contact with a baseball. It begins at an early age and it continues throughout your life. Maybe you've traded baseball for softball or softball for golf, but either way, if you don't keep your eye on the ball ain't going anywhere, and neither are you. To play well takes work. To live well takes even more work. To live as Christ would have you live takes everything you've got. When you're living for Christ, don't leave anything on the field. Focus on Christ for life, because He deserves your sweat, blood, and whatever else you can muster to live the life He's given you. I'm in a place in Royal Stadium where the fans never really get to go, the bullpen. I don't really know how it got that name, but I do know what goes on here. It is here that baseball's best pitchers, some of the hardest throwers in the game, get ready to go out and face opposing hitters. Once these guys are warmed up, many will be throwing the ball nearly 100 miles per hour. It is thought that the most difficult single sports-related action is to hit a baseball thrown by a major league pitcher. Think about it. You're holding a 2 3/4 inch wide piece of wood, swinging it 60 miles an hour at a little white ball coming at you more than 95 miles per hour. Consider the intense concentration required. The batter is standing just 56 feet from the pitcher's hand and has only 45 1/100ths of a second to decide if he'll swing, decide where the ball will be, tell his arms to move the bat, and bring the bat to the point of impact at exactly the time the ball crosses the plate. The difference between a hit up the middle and a foul ball is 0.01 seconds. Yes, hitting the ball these guys throw requires that you shut out all distractions, screaming fans, moving fielders, flashing scoreboard, and focus intently and solely on that pitch. You know, there are so many distractions in our lives, spiritually. Sure, a hitter faces a lot of distractions, but whether he maintains his focus or not doesn't have eternal consequences. But for us men, there are so many distractions that take us away from the things of God. We are bombarded with distractions in so many areas of our life. There's the distraction to chase the money at work. This almost always leads to our spending more time in the office, attending more meetings. And while we might put a lot of money in the bank, we are making withdrawals constantly at home, and this is not good. We are distracted by anything we take to excess. For me, it's golf. Golf is a great game. It takes on an average 4 hours to play. I'm all for playing as much golf as I can, but is it sometimes played at the expense of my family time? If I don't ever establish limits to my hobbies, my family will once again pay the price. One other big distraction for men is the opposite sex. So often this is a distraction that takes place within our own home at night. These nights burn images into our head. For whatever reason, these images stay in our mind. They've been there for years. They are burned in, and I know that's not good. The family is asleep, and we are searching for the one thing the devil will never let die, our lust. Yet this is also something that Jesus will never let live. Men, we are entrenched, embattled, and in trouble if we don't let this distraction go for good. Our worst enemies are the remote control, DVR, keyboard, the internet. I know these don't sound evil, but they are vehicles that distract us from where we really need to be and what we really need to be about as spiritual leaders. You know, Jesus once said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness." It's interesting. My worst times with lust are always in the dark. I need more light. I need more light between me and my wife. I need to be a light to my children. Light is the only solution to my darkness.